It's on your phone.
So
as
you
well.
remembered, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, it's on the phone. Starry Night. You know what I like about Starry Night? It's not what Van Gogh saw that night. It's what he felt.
How do you know what he felt?
Because this is not a representation of reality.
Oh, okay.
And anything that deviates from reality is reality that has filtered through your senses. And I think art at its highest is exactly that. If this was an exact depiction of reality, it would be a photograph, and I don't need the artist.
Okay.
So even photographs that take you to a slightly other kind of dimension as you gaze upon them, it's more than what was actually going on at the time. And that's art taken to the craft of photography.
That's why you like it?
That's one of the reasons why. Plus, I think it was the very first painting where its title is the background. Think about that. This could have been called, in the full painting, obviously this is a snippet.
Town.
Yeah. So there's a town there, there's a cypress tree, there's a church steeple. It could have been called the Cypress Tree. It could have been called Sleepy Village. It could have been called Rolling Hills. But no, it's called Starry Night. And everything in front of it is just in the way. And how often do you paint something where the title is the background? That's my point. And in this particular case, the background is the universe. And so for me, this was a pivot point in art. And it's 1889, which is recent given the history of paintings and, that go all the way back. So yeah, there it is.
Is that your favorite painting ever?
I have to say yes.
It has to be. You have a vest and a phone cover. If it's not, what are you doing?
And I have 4 or 5 ties that have this painting on them in different ways. Yeah, so I'm all in. I'm all in.
What's interesting is that the town is...
Wait, have you seen Starry Night in Bacon? Somebody did. Dig it up on the screen. Somebody did it in Bacon. It was just crazy.
Oh, God, how weird.
Yeah,
That's weird.
Yeah.
How weird. Go back to the original one, please. What's interesting about the original one is that the town is realistically depicted. The trees are recognizable as trees. If you ever saw a sky that looked like that, the end would be here.
Yeah, exactly.
Those
Plus
are
that
end
swirling
times.
is
Yeah.
not wind and it's not clouds, because if it was clouds, you wouldn't see the stars.
Right. What is it?
It's how he felt. That's all I can tell you. By the way, that is a real evening. So it's not even the evening, it's early morning. The crescent moon, when it's that orientation, means this is before sunrise. And that white object lower on the horizon, that's sort of glowy, that's very likely Venus. And that enables us to trace over what set of weeks this painting was actually painted. So it's kind of like forensic astronomy.
Has anyone done an analysis of like where he must have been?
Yeah, it's well known. Yeah, he was in a real place.
And so that
he
really
didn't pull this
would
out
be-
of his ass, right? I mean, it was he painted what he saw, folded into what he felt.
Ooh,
yeah,
heavy.
That's how art should be, I think.
Yeah.
Otherwise, what do you need artists for?
Make cool shit.
The cool stuff is something that they felt and it came out of them.
Yeah.
And they feel stuff. Artists feel the natural world in ways different from the rest of us. And that's why they're artists.
Do they, or do they just express it with?
Oh, sorry. Yes, they not only yes,
skill?
we all can feel it, but to be able to express it, that's a whole other talent.
Right, just to capture.
And you know what I think about often? Why do we all know who Paul Revere is? All right, we it's a household name. Yet, is there any other war ever fought in the history of the world where a household name is the name of the person who told other people the enemy was coming? We can mention his name, but we can't list the generals that all fought in that war. Why? It's because a poet